Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the UVa LCS Fall Split Grand Finals. My name is Seamus Seamus Anderson, joined once again by the fabulous Late September, and we are here with picks and bans of game number 4.
Yes, picks and bans. I wasn't sure we were going to see picks and bans for game number 4.
Yeah, it was looking... It's strange because it wasn't looking bad for the season's greeters. However,
I feel like it looked bad. Like the
given
score
context,
wasn't bad.
yeah, it certainly looked...
It felt bad.
It felt, exactly. It didn't look bad, but it felt bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a roller coaster of emotions. Because, of course, in the beginning of that game, we had Zed just tag the Tristana.
They were so strong.
Yeah.
They were so far ahead. And then they threw it like we've seen season's greeters throw.
Yeah.
And then they came back. Kind of.
No, they came back all the way, actually.
Well, they
won the game.
They never were behind, though. They were...
There was... No, behind in gold. I think they were ahead in gold the entire game.
Yeah, but there was one point when it was so close that it certainly seemed risky. But, ooh, they're respecting Kaiser's Zed.
I think that's smart. I think his Zed is honestly far and away his best champion. I'm surprised he didn't play it earlier.
Well, what's interesting is they gave him last pick again, but this time they banned away Zed, and this time they're taking away the Malphite.
Yeah, hotly contested pick between these two teams.
Interesting. They're not too big fans, not really impressed with the Legends Sandra play so far.
He had a couple of good teleport flanks, and then he had an E over the wall into Cocoon Death.
Yeah.
He got caught a lot, which is unfortunate because that's essentially the only thing they needed to not have happen, I think, to
right.
beat him throughout that game. But Malphite, you can get caught because they're just they're caught.
Yeah, so I do know that I was listening to the season's greeters talk about, they predicted this Malphite pick, actually. They expected it to happen if they were red side. And they were talking about the validity of Vlad, the validity of that champion as a counter to Malphite. And, valid Vlad? Yeah, that was a pun.
Okay, 10 out of 10.
Nice! But it looks like it will be Vladimir and Nautilus.
Okay. Interesting. Last pick ban, the fan club decided to go with the Braum first pick, which seemed very strange to me because I didn't like. I'm not sure why they were placing so much priority on that pick.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that they had really been fighting for before.
Yeah.
So surprising that they forego the Malphite last game and then place such a high emphasis. Maybe they thought.
Well, maybe they just weren't really afraid of it. I mean, they had an AP counter pick.
True, and we did see that Lysandra was kind of bullying Malphite earlier in the game.
That's true, but
now we'll get to see the opposite.
Adjustments.
To see the Vlad AP ranged counter pick against the Malphite.
Unless that's a mid Vlad.
That's true.
I don't think it'll be though. Oh, hello again, Caitlyn Soraka. That's the formation we saw earlier in the game. And you know what champion hasn't been banned because Zed is banned instead of Graves? Botox.
There we go.
He's hovering it. That would certainly be a good champion to go along with Vladimir and Nautilus as well, because you already have your front line, you already have magic damage.
Yeah, 280 carries.
That's the meta.
So we saw game 1.
Yeah.
And that's it. We saw 280 carries.
We've seen Kindred and Graves win bans so often. And oh, wow, those answers. Midifus Ganunu, is he a Vel'Koz main now? He's the 3rd out of 4 games we've seen him play
I think
Vel'Koz.
he's playing Vel'Koz.
Okay.
Plays anything. It's a safe pick. It's a way fair pick.
Sure.
Especially with Zed down. I think that might be the main assassin pick he has now. So you don't have to worry so much about him just all-inning you.
Yeah, so
We'll see what comes out.
that is the big question. Late September, what can we possibly see here?
I think we could see a Lux. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe it was wrong. Maybe he has added an extra assassin.
Yeah, Kaiser, he does, I mean, he strikes me, and I've also seen him play mostly assassins. Like, he plays other mid laners, but he really loves playing assassins.
Super time to play. Maybe just burst in champions.
Lux is also just really strong, too.
This was like.
Oh, really? Okay. When he likes burst, and it looks like he's going to be going for Ahri. Certainly a champion with a ton of burst if you can land that charm. But, again, it looks like team fight composition in favor of the Sheeran Fanclub, as they have much more team fighting, sustain, ability to kite, wombo, versus a lot of pick potential and a lot of burst from this season's Greeters composition.
It's really interesting that you say that, because I feel like we've seen the same. I mean,
every
the
game.
champions have been different, but each team has gone with a very clear style in how they want to play the game. And the one time that the season's Greeters were able to pull off the win, I think they did it in a way that kind of worked counter to how their comp was supposed to work. I mean, they got the picks that they needed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a late game scaling team comp, and they ended up winning a few minutes.
Right, but they still made picks.
That's true. I concede that they made picks and they wouldn't have won a team fight.
That's they have.
It's a valid way to win.
Anyway, so long as you win.
That's the main thing.
So long as the Nexus goes down.
Yep.
Even DDoSing people.
Totally legal.
Not in the UVa LCS. We follow the honor code.
Oh, is that against the honor code? It's not lying, cheating, or stealing. Oh,
it's technically
definitely cheating. Well, you were the one who just told me it was.
I said it was
acceptable.
Yeah.
Any way you win.
In ranked modes, Kappa.
Okay.
Not in. Come on, man. This is the UVa LCS, not the real LCS. We don't allow Froggins and Jensens here.
Nope.
The Danish
we
DDoSers.
do have a European import mid lane.
Sigmundur Helgason.
Is that his? Who is that?
That's his name. That's his name.
Really? That's fantastic. That is
the
coolest name.
Hold on, let me get his full name. This is probably not awkward or creepy at all. But the full name is
Why are you saying his full name on
Sigmundur
stream?
Ragnar Helgason. That's Midodisco Nunu's name.
He should be a Regnar main. By Regnar I mean
Reptar.
And by Reptar I mean Rengar.
And by Rengar you mean...
No, I definitely mean Rengar by Rengar.
Poppy. What if you just said, you should be a Ragnar main, and by Ragnar I mean Reptar, and by Reptar I mean Poppy. Thanks for IP. Now you get to play Poppy.
I like Poppy.
New Poppy.
We haven't seen any Poppy.
It's the UVa LCS. It's pure comfort.
It's 100% comfort picks.
Metagame, there's a little bit of metagame specific picks, but
yeah. I think it's generally the metagame, like the metagame picks. It's like a collage of meta. Like you'll see like when the person picked up the champion, right? Like the Legends Mundo, which he got, when Mundo was like, and it's still there. It's still kind of like grandfathered into the new team comps.
Yeah.
And stuff that even just comes around, like Malphite was really strong at a point, but then he kind of fell out of favor, and now he's a little more
broken.
meta. Yeah.
Oh boy, is Malphite not fun to play against. And the thing is, Malphite, there's a double AD carry composition after they knew they were facing off against the Legends Malphite. That was a first pick Malphite.
Yep. So
I hope the season's Greeters know what they're doing.
Well, like you said, they were talking about it, so maybe they just saw the Graves was open and thought to themselves, we have to pick that if it's a really strong pick for Botox.
Yeah, well, that's certainly the case. We've seen his early pressure on Elise, which is pretty good, but let's see how good this early Graves pressure could be.
And to be fair, right, you said double AD and it is 2 AD carries, but we also have some 2 high damage AP dealers as well.
That's right.
So, certainly a way to take out the Malphite. And speaking of meta picks, we do see an Udyr, who is like the meta-ist of meta picks.
Well, he was played by G2 Trick.
Yeah.
As opposed to Trick 2G.
I don't know that I ever put that together.
Did you really?
I mean,
not put
I
that
knew
together?
Trick 2G was a person, but I kind of didn't realize
the entire reason why you played it. But now AP Udyr is broken.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And I wonder if that's what the build we're going to see come out of.
That's a good question.
Serial.
Because AP Udyr is super, super strong, but he's not. I'm not sure if people recognize that, Oh, tweet it, emote it, #UVA pause. Which is the first pause we've had today.
It's impressive.
For all the things that have gone wrong today that we had to sort of wing, to use one word. Mm-hmm. You can even see the chat. This chat is certainly happy.
Maybe it's that DDoS you were talking about.
Maybe. I'm glad I kept that chat filter on.
Do you want me to go check and see if they're actually playing?
Yeah, go ahead. Please do. So late September, just gonna make sure. I think I know who the lag is, but
They're playing.
okay.
4.3 minutes.
Great. So the pause shouldn't take too long. Gives a bit of time more to collect our thoughts as we head into this fourth game. Potentially the final game, potentially not.
Game point right here. Okay, so looking back, okay, never mind. All thought just left my head. None of that matters.
What?
I was gonna say like maybe we could look and see like who our MVPs of the series have been so far.
Well, I still think Yuto Sari had a couple of missteps in that last game that he did okay, and between the 3 games so far, I'd say he's the MVP for the fan club.
Definitely, big carry threat. I think also Mitter distributing had some good plays. Has been outputting damage like crazy.
Yeah, that being said though, he's been playing the same champion every time.
We also saw that Zillion, which is super meta.
That's a good point.
30 seconds.
But I agree. I think Serial, if we had to pick one player who's really been carrying their load.
What about for the season speeders? We only saw them win 1 game. But
So they won 1 game.
even Kaiser hasn't been really impressive. I almost want to give it to Botox.
Yeah, he had a disappointing game 1. He on Elise. I mean, essentially the game went long and he just was Elise.
Yeah,
So that's
his stats. I think were okay.
unfortunate. But he really did carry very hard that game that they did win.
Yes.
If you were like
Minions
1v3,
has spawned.
killing Fiora, CC chaining people, that cocoon under the tower was super clutch.
Yeah.
It's what I think helped them turn the game around.
Yep.
Also, their support, the Nautilus, Barcode Guardian, I think has had some pretty impressive and consistent push,
Yeah. Well,
at least on Nautilus.
he's had pretty good anchor tosses, but one thing that really strikes me as important in best of, I would say any series for League of Legends, is diversity. Because doing the same thing on the same champion over and over is like, it's still impressive, you know. But performing well on multiple different champions throughout a series is harder to do.
Certainly,
And-
especially at this level.
Yeah, well, Botox also has drawn a lot of bans. So that's one way that he's helped his team out.
That's very true.
And he still performs. Or
Yep.
performed to a certain extent. Let's see if he can do it again.
And I'm interested to see how this Graves goes. Apparently it's a pick that he highly values.
Oh, yes. And the thing is, the fan club knows this as well. They were talking about before the game started how he plays a ton of the meta junglers, Quinn, Graves, Kindred, and generally those have been banned away, except for this game, Graves is available,
Yep.
and it's in his hands, so...
Alright. So we have our 2 MVPs, and it happens to be both junglers.
Supposed. Yeah, that's coincidence, really.
And I think it's interesting because they play so different styles.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the cool things as far as like case studies for this series is concerned, is the different stylistic teams, individual players, as well as the junglers, because the top laners have been the same, generally tanky. Actually, this is the first damage dealing champion we've seen Tom play. Junglers very different. Mid laners, it's like Maid versus Assassin. Carries. Both been impressive in their own rights, but also, AD carries. It's hard to stand out individually as AD carry.
Not unless you're really good.
Or you play Draven or Vayne. Like high skill set champions.
Like champs that like Sheamus has.
Yeah, Sheamus seems nice. I heard he's so good at AD
He's
carry.
the MVP of this series.
He's the MVP of the league. Oh, Tom Coles though. He's gonna be in trouble now. Dario, can I get this?
Oh! Woohoo! That flash.
Tom Coles. He's got the happy feet and wins that Summoner Award 2-1.
does. Yep, he draws that gank attention, that jungle aggro, and gets 2 flashes.
We
for
take
1.
those.
Excellently played. And he gets to stay in lane. He can't even push this forward because Botox is on the top side of the map.
Yep.
So he's able to go aggressive on this Malphite low on health. Or low on mana, rather.
The nice thing about Black, you don't have a mana bar.
Nope. You have health, you can cast spells.
Well, you can't cast spells in general,
So
unless
you
you're
have
Carl.
That was the dark. You don't have health when you're dead. Or you don't have health when you're dead.
You can still cast spells though.
If you're Carthage.
Or Syra. It's a spell. It's a spell.
I've never played Zyra.
Is it a spell? Do you have to press Q?
I feel like it might just be like.
Press every button. Any button.
I once saw Zyra get really passive.
I've seen a lot actually. I've seen more Zyra kills in my character than there's in mine. experience. Remember in Season 3? They have it all the time. That was broken in Season 3.
Support Sarah?
Yeah, even now I just feel like she's still strong. Just really squishy in the WoW, never played.
Okay.
Oh, gank at the ball lane. Botox is gonna go for the mage for the Soraka, while the rest of the team went for the Caitlyn. So, still, 2 flashes burned though.
That was kind of the most awesome thing of all time. Like,
It wasn't that bad.
it just kind of.
It was weird. Botox wanted to go for Caitlyn. Barcode Guardian wanted to go for... No, Botox wanted to go for Soraka. Barcode Guardian wanted to go for Caitlyn, and they got the flashes of both. Hashtag work.
I guess. That's 4 flashes blown.
That's not how math works. No. Alright, well, we know you're not a math major.
4 on the side of Ed Sheeran.
Their one champion blew 4 flashes.
No.
Right, 4 members of Ed Sheeran's fan club do not have flash right now.
Yes. As opposed to 2 for the season's games. I call that a win. I would say that season's leaders are winning. Based on a variety of criteria.
They've also got the gold lead. Many advantage.
That's actually also kind of a big one when you're trying to figure out who's winning, is who's winning.
Nothing gets by you, huh, late September?
I'm a sharp one. Okay, so we see some trading going on. I have a question for you, Corey. Since we picked out the MVPs.
Wait, Quarry then. Is it query? Quarry? How do you pronounce quarry? It's a query, right?
Query. Yeah.
Like a quarry is where you go to...
Mind Stone.
Ooh, 2v2 here. Sariel doesn't know. Kaiser's Doom though, so that's going to be a lot of damage onto the mid laner from the Season's Greeters. But it looks like the Season's Greeters are going to trade this back onto the support from the fan club. And is no one gonna die? Nope. Soraka's gonna die. Wow, what a piercing light.
Yeah, and that's just like one of those...
Ultimate coming in from the Legend. Kaiser does not have his flash available. He's gonna ignite the Legend, but it's not gonna be enough. And that is a trade for kill to kill. But still, that was so mechanically sweet, man. That's why you played it, carry. That was just, ugh.
And he kind of made up for a misplay that he had a little bit earlier in that fight where he went for the auto in the silence field.
Yep.
Which got him snared. But he's able to get the kill. And when you're the AD carry there, when you're the Caitlyn, and you stand right in between
oh yeah,
Soraka
I mean, it's not something you can blame your AD carry for.
No, but I'm sure he was, like, the Caitlyn was, face palming.
No, I'm sure the Soraka was face palming too, yeah. Ooh.
So to go back to my quarry is what you like hunt for, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
English language.
Clearly I don't have a firm enough grasp on it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
you don't really need to understand the English language past.
Alright, so while we have some downtime.
Quality casting. Anyway, go ahead.
If you were gonna compare these two to some NA LCS teams.
Ooh, that's a good question.
How would you bracket them up?
Well, to answer that question.
Query.
Are you dead? Are you sure?
Yeah.
To answer that question, I think that, you know, honestly, the current NALCS season, I haven't really followed as much as I would like to because I've been busy with other stuff.
Okay. So, would you want me to give me your...
Go ahead.
Give me my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, we have a really gank-heavy jungler on the side.
Keep talking about your opinions while I go pick something.
Okay. Hello, stream. So, if I had to compare these two teams to NALCS teams, like I was saying, you know, we have a really gank-heavy jungler on the side of Season's Greeters. Pretty competent players all around. I haven't seen any kind of like major misplays by any of them. So I don't really think I'd pick a team that has like a very clear weak link, like say like Crumbs on Renegades or something like that. So someone tank heavy and Assassins mid. I mean, I'm thinking TSM, honestly. I guess that's kind of like a really easy one to sort of identify.
I'm back, folks.
Yeah, Sheamus is back, which means we might actually get something real fast.
Oh, Archon, he's taking a lot of damage there. Is he gonna be able to get out though? Lyril's the focus. Oh!
Wow.
Slick spot there. I almost feel like the Season Speeders did come in hard enough for the kill. The teleport coming in. This could be huge. A 3-man knockup. The Legend going huge for his team as Wild Squirrel has been taken down by the Caitlyn ultimate. The teleport coming in from Vlad, but it might not be enough as the Legend flashes, and that is all she wrote, I think. The bear is going to hit, and the charm is going to land on the Legend. This fight is still going to continue, and the Legend goes down. But here comes Vel'Koz. A big ultimate is going to get Botox, and maybe they're looking for more. Flash, knockup. Tom FIA Coles. Can he get out of this? He does. But a whole lot of cooldowns, a whole lot of summoner spells burned, and it doesn't look like Mido Discanuno is done just yet. FYA Coles. Tom doesn't really have any real summoners or abilities to crowd control Mido Discanuno, but he does have those boots of mobility.
Yep, they help you run. That's what he's doing, so pretty effective item for that.
Boots of speed. Other boots of speed? Regular boots? Mobility is there, obviously. Yellow boots.
Funnily enough, Season Speeders are still heading goal. So it kind of doesn't we saw before is continuing. Here, he doesn't have
Oh, Sariel is going to be able to dodge the hook there, but he's taking a lot of damage from Botox, and Botox will pick up the kill with the collateral damage. The collateral in this team fight was, of course, Dragon slain and smited away by Botox, who's so far, what do you think on this Graves pick?
I mean, it's not. He's doing a lot of damage. He's using spells the way that he's used in the jungle. He's like getting the end of the line, and the collateral damage is good. I rate good.
Beautiful.
Thank you. As we've discussed earlier, you know, just speaking is kind of my strong suit, which, you know, makes me pretty good at attacking, I would say. If I had to evaluate myself, I would say I'm so good.
How would you evaluate Archon and Lyril's chances of surviving and falling?
Pretty high.
Okay. UVa or Flash now?
I think it's quite interesting the sort of juxtaposition between professional play and the levels that we're seeing here, kind of averaging at around, you know, mid gold or low plat skill level. And that when you see a 4v2 dive for professional, if everyone's there and the minions are pushing to the turret,
Sure.
you're thinking, okay,
Yeah.
the two people under the tower are getting over dead.
But at this level?
And at this level, it's kind of the opposite. You know, you're hoping that the 4 players manage to kill 1 person and then get out. That's like
That
the
is
win.
so rude, but
I mean, it's
kind of accurate. Lyral now, he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to get knocked up. They're not under turret just yet, but a very good slow field is going to stop Barcode, but it's not going to stop the Wild Squirrel. 2-1-0 now on the solution, a little bit ahead from the farm.
and we see a lot, pretty much all the kills are concentrated on 280 carries, which I think means that this now fight is even more important. You can kind of get your armor and start to resist those 80 carries.
What's the first item he's building?
Spirit Visage, which makes sense. You're not going to use this matchup,
But he's not going to be very
but it'll be a
tanky.
while before he has the health and the armor.
But he is going to try and turn this onto Tom FIA Coles. The thing is, Mido Discanuno is going to support him, but how much can he actually provide? The knockup will end. The ultimate coming out from Mido Discanuno, and that will be the mid lane and captain of the Sheeran Fanclub, picking up a kill, and the legend survives as well.
The legend survives. That could be like the title.
Legend continues. Although not if this Botox has anything to say about Graves, the Legend Slayer.
Yep. Smart ward.
Enters the line onto the nice dodge from Botox. He gets the 1 kill. Can he get the second? Zariel is coming around. He's gonna slow Botox down. He's gonna get the stun too, so Botox will get shut down. And that's a 1-for-1 and actually in worth, in favor of and worth for Sheeran's fan club. But Kaiser, I saw him in the corner of the mini up. Maybe he was looking for something. Decides not to.
I'm curious. Graves did have his flash up there. I wonder if he was just afraid of being flashed on top. I guess both.
Fine.
Both Vel'Koz and well, mid or disco Nudu is what I was thinking.
Oh, I was like, wait.
Vel'Koz and
Yeah. Ooh, Zariel isn't going to be able to get to the turret in time before it's taken down, but he might still be looking for something. Zariel's going to get the tilt over Peacemaker. Wild as Squirrel takes a huge amount of damage.
Oh my
Kaiser's able to block the ultimate though, and that is a live Squirrel.
That was an excellent play by Kaiser. Yep. And an excellent flash heal by
Oh, Kaiser forced to use his flash to get out of this, though. It does get a bit of damage in retaliation to mid-or but now it looks like the members of Sheeran's fan club version 2.0 are grouped up and trying to take this mid turret down. Tom FYA Coles working on this top lane. You know, I've been casting a season long for Tom FYA Coles, and I just call him Tom FYA Coles. Yeah, Coles. How would you pronounce that name? Tom, if you're watching this, message me on Facebook how the hell I pronounce your name, so that way if you play next time I'll remember. That's certainly a strange one.
You know what would be stranger? Would be if he was actually watching that. Because he's playing in the game right now.
That would be illegal. That would actually be cheating, technically. And actually it wouldn't because he's 3.5 minutes behind. But in the official rules in my head that I don't write down officially, you're not supposed to like have any measure of looking at this game while you're playing the game. So
definitely not.
Tom, if you are watching this, stop playing. And go get unstacked. Anyway, 17 minutes in, just about 5 kills to 5, but the goal lead again in favor of Season 2. There's a surprise, and speaking of surprises, Tom Cole just got a big one, and he does not like it. He's gonna get knocked up, he's gonna get taken down, and that's mid or disco Nunu on a rampage.
Yep. He's rampaging it up.
Quality analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, late September. He'll be here all year until he goes the EU LCS to cast Summer League of Legends.
Yep, they actually have school in the summer. Fun fact.
They do have the EU LCS.
Summer as well.
They do.
They do. Yeah, they have Summer LCS. So does North America.
Okay, so 3 members of the up in the bottom lane now.
Yeah,
Is a Vel'Koz around that they're not aware of. Oh, nice charm too. Up. Oh, strong, pretty effective at doing that. Let's now caught out. He doesn't have a stop, of course. He does have flash. Doesn't even need it. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. However, this turret is very, very low, and considering 2 members of Season Screws are up here, I don't think the Legend's going to be able to protect the turret.
yep. Really early turret games. Like they have all the outs. Yeah.
That's going to be the team fight. Zariel looking for something. Wildest Girl going to take a lot of damage, and the Vel'Koz laser is doing tons of work on Barcode Guardian. Zariel is going to get charmed up, but he is still chasing, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, is Blue Build here.
Going for the winning. There we go.
Phoenix stance, and Turtle stance, and every stance. Turtle stance. William Max second, of course, does get extra ability power, and then the damage you get is pretty insane for Phoenix.
So, Season Screeters are balanced kills, but with all those powers they do, there's no less control.
However, before, late September, they don't feel like they're in.
They feel behind. Because when you're in the game, you see the thing that I think a lot of times you're like, oh, it's their head.
Yeah.
But when you're down in kills, you feel like you're behind. That's the main metric that you normally in-game
Right.
measure.
I don't feel like they're far behind. I feel like they might think they're tied, but I also think in terms of mental pressure.
When this is the clutch final game, potentially for them.
Well, they've been in this situation before, and they won the 3rd game, but the question was it almost was it, it was well played, but I would still be very anxious, I guess. And the thing is, this goal lead can swing very quickly in favor of the Ed Sheeran Fanclub version 2.0 if they're able to get these outer turrets down. Because they haven't gotten a single turret so far.
Yeah, which I imagine will stop or change. We do see the Udyr, which is of course that carry jungler, and he wants to so we'll see if
Let's see the legend there, unstoppable forcing into the air and then pays for it. However, the rest of his team doing a ton of damage and Soraka keeping up alive. Maybe that was just the greatest bait we've seen in 2016 so far. Zariel's going to flash over to try and get the stun, but he's not going to be able to land it. And somehow no one actually went down in that exchange, although Kaiser was trying to change that with that charm.
Everyone gets out with like
wow. That was an interesting engage.
Yeah. The like counter, not counter, but when mid or disco lays down that ult, you just have to back off.
Can we just talk about the situation that engage happened? You know, let's go back. We'll go back.
Okay.
It's just like so funny. Technology's here. Is everyone replying now? Barcode, okay, never mind. We're gonna be alive. Barcode guard, you're gonna get caught out now. He is gonna go down. Sorry, no replay. I just thought it was hilarious because the top of force completely went wide. Then the engage was onto the tank, so not a great engage from Season Breeders. And then the flash Udyr to it, but then Udyr immediately ran away. The flash Udyr, and then he like immediately ran away. Yeah, it was so weird. That's very weird. What else is weird? This turret take right now. They don't have any minions, so Ed Sheeran's fan club gonna have to peel off for now. They've got a super fed Vel'Koz though, so that's pretty nice. You made that clear throughout the cast many times, Zach.
I may not be able to do math, but I can look at a set of numbers.
Oh, a 2-minute unstoppable force onto very squishy members for Season's Greeters, but Botox somehow has managed to stay alive, and Middle Disco Nuno caught up. What are you doing there, Vel'Koz? A shutdown for the Greeters as they pick up a 3rd kill, and somehow, someway, the Season's Greeters won that team fight.
I have absolutely no idea how Botox didn't fall down. He was just sitting next. Someone just left click on him.
Well, we can get a replay of that if we have the technology. Take a look at this. The fight started a little bit over here. So they attempted to take the turret. Were unsuccessful, and now the members of Ed Sheeran's fan club are super low. Botox is a bit low. And then it was just the legend ulted, but there really wasn't much follow-up. I think this was, and also the legend ulted, and Middle just needed to try to follow up in an awkward spot, which just led to the team fight being in favor of Season's Greeters. So let's see. Oh.
Yeah, it's hard to think of.
Yeah, there's not, the follow-up wasn't on time. Pyro was doing no damage. Instead, Botox picked out with a sliver of HP. Very well done. Good fight. So we'll start to skip a little bit farther ahead. We saw Barcode Guardian went down. Oh, okay. And it looks like Barcode Guardian was taken down. Wait, hold on. Going too far ahead. Alright, just kidding. We're back to a little bit farther ahead. Maybe we won't do replays. I didn't expect that much action to happen, to be completely honest. But it looks like Botox, after getting picked off, it's going to be a Baron attempt by the member of the Ed Sheeran's fan club. They're very far behind, though. They're about 5,000 gold behind. This Baron is doing quite a bit of work. There's a huge wave pushing the bot lane, and here come the Season's Greeters. Wild Squirrel is going to go for the culling. He's got a lot of damage. The Legend taken very, very low. Mido Disco Nuno zoning as best as he possibly can, but this Baron is still doing work to the members of the fan club. Here comes Kaiser. The Legend flashes away, and Baron is secured by the fan club, but they are going down like flies. Tom FIA Coles gets exhausted, but it's going to be after he's done enough damage to kill multiple members. And finally, he is taken down. But after all is said and done, that's a 3 for 2 in favor of ESFC. As not only do they secure the Baron, but they also pick themselves up a kill.
Certainly loud.
Let's replay that. It's first turret of the game also.
Second turn. Oh.
First turret in favor of Ed Sheeran's Fanclub. Fourth turret total.
Yeah.
It's late, buddy.
Maybe I should just
It's
stop
late.
at
It's late.
It's not working for
No,
me.
no one blames you.
I blame
I was gonna lie to the cast, lie to the chat. So the folks reviewing this VOD 400 years from now,
you. Yeah.
because 400 years from now, the UVa LCS will be a very debated topic in modern culture.
It'll probably be the premier LCS like league in North America.
The UVa LCS.
Think about the rate of growth that we've had.
Oh,
Like,
good lord.
400 years from now.
You know who's helped us with our growth? All of our wonderful sponsors. So, you know, Open Grounds, obviously the venue we're at. UVA themselves, the UVA bookstore has been really helpful, and Mike over at the bookstore has helped me get some prizes and swag from organizations such as
Sennheiser?
Dell,
Oh, really?
yeah, Sennheiser, I mean, Alienware,
Oh, I didn't.
Mad Cats, Razer, TT Esports, Blizzard, and Tesla. So,
Good stuff.
yeah, for sure. Huge shout out to those guys. And we really thank you all for your support of the UVA LCS scene, the future premier LCS in North America 400 years from now. Before then, though, we have to find out on February 7th, 2016, late September, who will win the UVA LCS fall split final. Serial's looking to go in, and then he's looking to go out. I think Azubi is pretty good at that. He has a Thornmail completed too, so he's one tanky mofo. But he takes a lot of ability power damage, which the nice thing is, since greeters do have a lot of.
Yeah, this is the traditional.
If not.
It's much more tanky. Probably what the team needs on.
Ooh, nice dodge from the knock of Serial. There you go, he's really, really tanky. Oh, unstoppable force only onto Botox though, and the legend is completely caught out. He has no backup just yet. The ultimate from Disco Newton is going to get cancelled by Barcode Guardian, and maybe this is what the season's creators want. They're going to turn this fight around. The Chemo play is going on to 3 members. Kaiser is dodging away from Serial, and Lyral 6 on a killing spree as he kills Barcode Guardian. He gets the double kill now, and he's looking for more. He has red buff, and Kaiser is very, very low as Dragon is aggroed by mid or Disco Nunu. But I think that might just be it. A 1 for 2 as we see Serial barely made it out alive. And now, after winning that team fight at Sheeran's Fanclub, working on another turret, and this gold lead is pretty much nothing.
Yep. One of the things that we had to see in previous games there was the Nautilus ult.
Oh, Sariel's in huge trouble here. He's gonna get slowed. The stun won't land, however. Wait, well, I said Sariel. I meant Botox. Botox really close to going down there, as Sariel was the one chasing him. However, now he might be the chasee, since the Culling and Wild Squirrel certainly were going to do a lot of damage if they were able to connect.
Something I'm happy that we were able to get out of this match is the number of words that I picked up. Chase E.
The chaser and the chasee. The teacher and the teachee. The caster and the folks who hear the cast, the castees. I think you just don't believe in the English language.
Right. The muncher and the munchies.
That's different. I think you're misusing
The monker and the monkeys.
Alright. That's enough, buddy. That's enough. Well, this girl will be given this blue buff. It looks like Ed Sheeran's Fanclub are going to look to take this dragon. However, the members of Team Securities are nearby, but without their Fanclub, there's probably nothing they can do. Maybe they still go for this. Maybe not. You tired? You sound tired.
It's the yawn. That'll do it.
Yeah, there you go. Mike coming out. Holds have been secured. And now, what happens next? Remember, we've watched long games so far in the series. 52-minute game, 30-minute game, 45-minute game.
Yeah.
We're nearing the 29-minute mark. What do you expect? Is this going to be one of those long haul ones?
Let's see. Let's look at the team comps. Yes.
Excellent. Would you like to provide any analysis as to why, or just answer the yes or no question?
I think we've seen a lot of long games. This game's close. I don't see any reason why it would go one direction or the other. I think both teams are replayed high conservatively, and I just think it'll be a long game.
Fair enough. We're going Zane. We are not going to go with one direction. Find the small lead.
Yeah.
That helps with the rest of it.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, just making sure.
I had high school prom. One of the people at my high school prom, their date was like a cardboard cutout of one of the One Direction members.
A girl?
Yes. Well, the member was. He has hair though.
You know, there used to be Zane. There's Harry.
Might have been, who is Harry?
Harry.
Is he the British one? Are they all British?
They're all British. What kind of a question is that? They got famous through a British game show.
Is Harry like specifically more British than them? Does he have like the most British accent of them all?
Dude, I don't even know. These are the kind of questions.
You can't back us with pop culture references.
Alright, his name is Harry Styles. He has curly hair.
He does, that's him.
Yeah, okay.
That's
there you go.
he's a cardboard cutout.
Happy. I wasn't going to back it up, but now you've outed me to the stream. Dang it. Oh, speaking of exposed, Wildest Squirrel gets taken so low, but he's still alive. And somehow, no one went down in that fight.
This is an exciting battle.
This entire series has been exciting, but there have been so many questionable situations in which neither team lost a single member that is, I don't even know what to say, man.
Do you think that's like a product of the speed, like consistency, or is it because of how much is on the line?
I think it's hashtag Clown Fiesta, and they're really tied. The legend now is going to get hooked up. He's going to get stunned. He's going to get rooted. He doesn't have a stoppable force, so he's forced to flash away. Lyral gets knocked up by the Nautilus ultimate, and a legend will take the charm. Lyral gets the kill onto Barcode Guardian, and Sariel is coming up really, really big. Quicksilver Sash from Wildest Squirrel as he kites backwards, and the flash stun onto Kaiser. Kaiser is forced to flash away. Now Botox is the one to go down, as Tom FA Coils is going to do his best to carry this team fight. He does not have his pool available anymore, however, and he will be slain, as Wildest Squirrel and Kaiser are the only two members remaining, and now it's only Kaiser. It looks like the Ed Sheeran fan club might be knocking on the inhibitor door once more after 32 minutes. Can they get this? Kaiser's up. Home guards are in effect. It's going to be 5 more seconds before Barcode Guardian spawns, and it looks like I don't actually think the Ed Sheeran fan club is going to be able to pick this up. Sario flashing that emote sign at his teleport. Oh, that's very, very clever. Now a 2v5, however, the 5 are very low. Unstoppable force onto Kaiser, and Kaiser gets shut down! This is perfect for Ed Sheeran's fan club. They're going to be easily able to take the inhibitor, and maybe even more.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to be able to push the inhibitor turrets, because they are going to blow, and the members of Season Speeders are coming back up, but that inhibitor, pretty pivotal. It makes that gold lead even more secure because someone has that map pressure pushing mid, and they're able to kind of pressure the objectives a little bit more heavily than they were before. We should see some positioning around Baron. It's possible that the Season Speeders are going to just try to go for broke and counter Baron. This is something, of course, you see a lot of in solo queue, is the YOLO Baron.
Here we go. They don't have Kaiser. It's a 4v5 situation, and they want to make it a 4v6 by attacking this Baron. There was vision there, and they will get spotted out, so they instantly peel off. But the question is, will the members of Ed Sheeran's fan club versus 2.0 chase this? I think they just might. Zariel is simply too fast to slow down, too fast, too furious. He's got the Alacrity boots. He's got the boots of swiftness. This is an Udyr. You simply cannot stop. But it looks like sometimes the Udyr stops himself, and he stops chasing that, and there's nothing really happening.
Yep. Too fast. Slow down.
I said something really dorky, and alright, anyway. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit as trying to jump back to live.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I think this entire series really that we've seen Ed Sheeran's fan club, which is kind of hilarious.
In terms of gold, yes, you're right. And in terms of kills, in terms of towers, all these things. back.
Looks like Ed Sheeran's fan club. They feel comfortable enough to start the Baron up.
Can they see that ward?
They cannot see that ward. I guess not. And you know who sees this Baron being taken? Season's Greeters do, but Kaiser is taken so low. He's going to be out of the fight already. The Legend is going to go into Botox, but Botox takes no more damage from the rest of the Legend's team. There's been a Vladimir split pushing this entire time with teleport available, but it looks like they are going to trade Baron for a turret. That is an inner turret taken down by this top lane Vladimir chilling in the ball lane. Now Botox is in huge trouble as he has his... No, he does not have his ultimate available. He might flash away here. It might not even matter. He flashes, but the charm from following Serial. Okay, just kidding. Serial won't be followed. I almost thought that charm would have led into something really, really good for the season's readers, but Serial is too tanky at this point. He's also built a easy rock portal, so their pushing is very, very strong, especially after securing Baron and having that middle inhibitor taken. Empire Bulls is going to get stunned up. They're going to get the Chemo Plague onto Serial, but that's only one member from an AoE ultimate. Is that going to be enough? As Lyral gets knocked down by Nautilus, we're going to see Udyr just going ham on the back line. Lyral 6 is godlike. While the Squirrel and Co. are still not able to kill this Udyr. And my god. Ed Sheeran's fan club, I think at this point it's just their team composition. I think they outscale the members of the season's greeters.
Yes. It's hard to say. I think Caitlyn definitely outscales Lucian, but we also see the carries. First one, self-touch does a lot of damage. Gets to sit there and ult you. These are some like high levels.
Serial, he's going to go in again. He gets a little bit too greedy this time, but the thing is, he's like a Mundo in this situation. He just cannot kill this guy. So, probably the C0 was taken down, so Season's Greeter's not going to have to worry about that much.
Oh, still close.
Yeah, but they need to find a good fight here, and they really haven't found one yet. That's kind of the name of the game, the single target versus AoE, Wombo, team fighting versus pick. Oh, looking for a pick out of Lyral. Lyral, however, has QSS, and the kill is going to go over to Tomato Disco Nunu. They're kiting back now, but they are in a 45 situation. So can Ed Sheeran's fan club win this right here, right now? No! Actually, Udyr's in the top lane, but that doesn't even matter because Lyral is legendary, picks himself up a double kill, and he is looking for the triple kill. And Zach, that might be the game, as it's going to be a clear 5-0 ace. Ed Sheeran fan club are the UVa LCS Fall 2015 split champions.
Yep.
It is all over.
It was quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be
It has been back and forth. It has been the tale of two compositions, the tale of two teams. Only one, however, is the victor. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Ed Sheeran's fan club version 2.0.